Mixed reactions trail Governor Makinde for buying bicycles for civil servants. Some social media users have taken a swipe at the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, for buying bicycles to ease the movement of civil servants within the state secretariat. Sahara reporters learned that though the government did not announce the amount spent on the bicycles, the 20 bicycles were purchased for easy movement of civil servants. The bicycle called Keke Seyi were rolled out on Wednesday morning at the main entrance of the state secretariat. The governor's former special assistant on digital media and social media influencer, whom he sacked last year, Murtala Adigun, also known as Adigun Ibadan, wrote on his Facebook page, GSM has just provided the best means of transportation for the civil servants within the state secretariat. No, let's even go back. There's a title, Special Assistant on Digital Media and Social Media Influencer. There was a government title like that. Okay, wow. Maybe that's not the point of the whole thing. While reacting to a statement, a Facebook user, Sahid Osupa, said, "I am tired of this Seyi Makinde." Another person says, "What's all this rubbish?" Someone says, Oga Poster, you don't need to discredit your former boss with this. You need to tell people the usefulness and the reason for bicycles in your post and see if people will praise GSM or not." Of course, there are mixed reactions, but again, I don't think they're bad. I think I think for this to be actually efficient, the bicycles actually, being effective in terms of its use is like the end. It's like we're going backwards. You have to have good roads. You have to have good roads. You have to have as good road safety. Absolutely. You don't have to have police on the street. If somebody passes a red light, the traffic light is meant to take a picture of the person's plate number and then send a message or a tax or a fine to that person for breaking laws. So it's like we're going backwards. You have to have good roads first. And people in the country have to have driving licenses, as in they must have been tested in terms of having driving lessons and doing a driving test. You don't just go get a driving license and you're on the road. Doesn't make sense. What are the rules for how cars or different types of vehicles, how should they be treating the cycle by people that cycle? So even if yes, it is within the state secretariat, I don't know. It's backwards. It is so backwards. It's like bicycles are a byproduct. They're at the end of the equation when your infrastructure is right. So again, I don't know what the essence is. I mean, it's a better option, to be very honest. It is a better option. It's more safe for the environment because you don't need any fuel. People will get healthier if they rode to work. We're not adding to climate change and global warming. So again, it is actually very modern and helpful to the environment because there's no reason why we should be polluting the environment, or even if some cars should not even be on the road. I think at this point, it even calls to the real question as to why infrastructure is not taken seriously. The lights, the electricity, power grid supply, roads, rail, like these things are the things that drive an economy. They allow for the daily activities of an economy to be smooth. These are the bottom barrel jobs that literally keep the country running, especially electricity and all that. So I don't understand. I mean, I guess if you analyze it from a Nigerian perspective and our view on bicycles, it's very low class, if you're going to be honest. So I think a lot of Nigerians' reactions to, bicycles might be coming from an angle of, why would you get them bicycles? Why can't you get them cars? Or what would that do for them? So bicycles, they don't really have a good sort of meaning or a good reputation. Like if you take it to a first world country, this is amazing. This is amazing. I mean, they would love, the mayor or whoever that did this because again, is the view on it. They don't find it, cycling to anywhere as a low class thing. So yeah. So again, this buying bicycles for civil servants, I mean, it looks nice where it's been placed, but again, it doesn't make sense. The real thing he needs to do is invest in infrastructure, because all this is child's play. It really is child's play, because there's literally no point. If the roads are not good, how is the state secretariat? It doesn't make sense. Okay, fine. Let's say the secretariat and its surroundings are actually really well developed, but it doesn't make sense why that would be developed, and then outside of that, it's bottom barrel nonsense. So the fact is, it sort of allows for people to be like, invest in infrastructure. I don't know. Do the people have to literally force this government to think? Because what was he thinking, that he would be president or what? It looks very, very nice. It looks very, very modern. But the question is, infrastructure of the roads, light, and also what happened to public transportation? Like, what? I mean, I don't know what he planned to do this, but why it's even specific to civil servants alone? Maybe it's just the benefits that do come with this, but again, for a Nigerian, this is not enough. It's not enough. I don't think it would make your daily travel easier. It wouldn't make it, because a lot of things prior to that must have been done. As I've said, good roads, road safety. How do vehicles of different types, how do they treat, you know, pedestrians? How do they treat cyclists? Because again, with the way Nigerians drive, with the way there's no like law that controls the way people drive and all that, how would we know that people would not literally hit, a cyclist, and then that's the end of it? It's sad. Somebody says, I hope and pray that they do not end up in orthopedic hospital with the way our downfall and tricycle and motorcycle driver, they drive lawlessly in Nigeria. They will need our collective prayers. True. Very, very true. Somebody said it is pathetic. Same set of people that hailed UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson when they saw him on bicycle are here insulting on Governor Makinde for purchasing bicycle for workers. You don't understand. The UK is not Nigeria. The UK, not saying that the people are like are angels. They're not. Their law is strictly enforced. But you think you can really get on the road without doing a test? Even if it's even Okada, you have to do a test and you have to pass. And then there is a culture. It's not even a law thing. There is a culture a big respect for pedestrians. Whoever you are, you can, as a pedestrian, it doesn't mean you should go and start walking aimlessly. But if they see everyone stops when you see a pedestrian. There are laws and rules to these things. So again, their roads are perfect and good. They're way better than Nigerians. I mean, they maintain it. Not that they make new roads like every year. They maintain it, which sometimes can be very daunting. But still, the UK is different. It is so, so, so different. You think Buhari can go out and, buy it without security? You think Boris Johnson doesn't go around with security? Of course he does, but it's not as much as the Nigerian like entourage and all that. You imagine Buhari on a cycle, riding, and you think he will not get jumped. He will just get jumped, and that's just what it is. So again, you can't compare Boris Johnson riding a bike to the people in the UK don't even rate the guy. So it's like, what are you like? It's two different. It's two different scenarios. The infrastructure you can't compare the infrastructure of Nigeria and the UK. It's just like million light years ahead. So yeah, your argument does not make sense. It's not the same. Somebody says your roads are not designed for safe bike riding. True. You need to start from there and also legislate for safe bicycle riding. They see things done in advanced countries but can't copy well. You don't even have traffic lights for bikes and pedestrian crossing. Exactly. You want to sacrifice your workers to Ogun. Someone says estimated would actually work based on their grammar. It would only cost about 300 billion. True. Even their great grand generation have never finished the looting. Time to loot in peace. I mean, of course, they would never disclose the price, or even if they did, it's probably so ridiculous that it's like, you know what, for this project, let's just not even release the price for anything. Put what you think about this in the comment section below. What do you believe Seyi Makinde's aim was by providing bikes to civil servants? Do not forget to like and subscribe.